shoot this video on Saturday so I could post it on Sunday before the Beautylist sale ended. But I woke up to rain, and it rained again on Sunday. So it's Monday, it's late, it's not in time for the sale. But I did want to share with you something that I got, and that is the Viseart Fleurette Face Palette. The package does not match. I freaked out when I opened this. This is not the color I ordered, but I did get the color that I ordered, and it's about lilacs. Well, there's peach in here too, but I enjoy lilac in makeup, and more companies are facilitating that. Thank you so much. The word is out. I think lilac can be such a flattering color, and it's great for spring. I am wearing the Makeup Forever HD again, and I did a little investigating, and I am going to look at a couple more shades. I hope that Sephora has them to get a few more samples, because I think they might have an ideal shade for me. So I'm wearing that. Oh, I also got a sample of the Dior Star Glow highlighter. You can put it under your foundation, on top of your foundation, mix it in with your foundation. I've already put on the foundation, and I think I want just a little bit more on my cheeks. And we'll let that set in while we do the eyes. And I washed my hair and blew it dry. Is that correct tensing? I think it is. And that makes me super, super red. You would think I was blow drying my face. So just a touch more, and let's take a look at these beautiful, beautiful colors. We'll do some swatching. So let's do the lilac first. This is the blush, and I do have a lilac blush right now that's not straight out lilac. This one is a little more straight out, and I have the Valentino, which I love so, so much. And we'll just do a little comparison since I have it out. It's always right here for me. And that's the Valentino, so different animal. And this shade, which is a matte, and this is a lovely shimmer right there. Super, super spring. Now, if you're not into that, you might be into this. I'm not super into peaches, but it looks like it might be a peachy pink, so it might be okay. And the shimmer shade and this brown shade. So that's that color story. It's also really nice. So two color stories. Oh, there they are right there. That's really, really pretty. If I don't use that blush, I will certainly use all four of these shades. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the shade here, and I'm going to put it all over, or not quite all over, but mostly all over. I haven't prepped my lids at all. So if I have anything on it, I just kind of press it down first, because there shouldn't really be moisture on your lids. But this color's so light. Oh, look how pretty that is. This is the color of a child's eyelids. Maybe a little less so, but it's so, so youthful and works for so many skin tones. I can see actually using this alone, maybe a little bit of liner to give my eyes some shape, and a little bit of mascara, and it's just such a sweet, innocent look. If you don't know, I haven't done a Viseart palette in a long time, because a lot of their color stories weren't working for me. You should know that if you have crepey lids, you're not going to have a problem with this. They're quite dry to the touch, but for some reason on the lids, you don't get fallout. They're easy to blend. They don't get stuck in the wrinkles. It's a fantastic formula. Now this brown is a little bit dark for me, but I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of the brown, knock off, and a little bit of the lavender, knock off, and then a touch more of the brown. And I'm going to see if I can get a good color to just give me a little bit of a socket. I think this is ideal. And it will keep that brown shade in the same undertone by mixing the two like that. But I don't think that's a very warm brown. It's just, I'm probably going to edit this in real time. and just speed it up so you're not here for a year. And you can see how easy these are to blend, a godsend. And do it again on the other side. Let's chat a little bit. Forgot to knock off. You might be wondering, why can't I shoot in the rain? Because my ceilings, all throughout the house, are wood. Most people have a ceiling and then there's a space between the ceiling and the roof. This is the roof. I mean, obviously it's roofed. There's material up there. But when it rains, you can hear it. Now, I happen to love that. I love the sound of rain. And that's not really a problem for me, but I can't shoot with it because it's loud. You can hear it. On this side of my eye, right here, my tear duct gland protrudes, so it's very, very tricky. It usually looks like I didn't blend well or I missed a spot. It's just the way it is. There, I think I got a little more shape without going too dark. I'm going to take this Rever Mini 02. I think this was a limited edition. I don't know if it's coming back. They did minis and maxis in their most popular shapes, and go in with this color and see how that looks for an inner corner, because this is really pretty. I think I want to use this one as well. But any small flat brush will do. These kinds of shades are tricky because once you put them on, you might see a shift that's dark, and now you kind of messed up an inner corner highlight. And the idea is just to brighten up the area to make you look more awake and make your eyes look a little bit bigger. I see such a difference. It's subtle, but this eye looks much more awake. So while I was there looking in the mirror, I'm usually just looking at exactly what I'm doing, but that can be a mistake. Look at everything else. I'm going to go in with this Rever 35, which is really for contour, but I'm just going to do a little bit of back and forth to smooth out this transition area and make it look more blown out. And that's my favorite use for this particular brush. And if I've gone too high and I kind of want to erase it, I go really high and hard with this brush. It's like a big eraser. All right, I put my hair up because it's getting a little warm, and I did my brows. In the last month, I guess, month and a half maybe, I had said I've stopped doing my brow serum and my eyelash serum and I need to get back into it. And I did, and I need to do some cleaning up because I put it on, I'm like, I'm not seeing anything, and then one day, holy moly, it's Groucho Marx up here. So I'm going to leave it messy and let everything grow in for a little while and give it a shape, because even though you put it exactly where you want those new hairs to come up, sometimes it migrates and it goes to places where you really, really don't. Alright, so did my brows, haven't done any liner, haven't done anything else. I want to take a flat brush, it's kind of big. This is a Westman Atelier. And I have to say Rever does one similar in shape, but the Westman Atelier is flat, and that's what I want for this because it is a shimmer. And we're going to see how this color will work with this brush and with this, creation. And I'm just going to put it right on top of the lid. That is so pretty. Wow. Viseart shimmers are so pretty. These two marry together very nicely. It's so Midnight Summer Dream, you know what I mean? It's, boy, my brows are really insane. Let's at least do a little bit of concealer. I'm going to go in with the Prism Libra, which probably isn't exactly right for this foundation, which is a little bit yellow on me. And bring it up to the nose where I get redness from my glasses rubbing. I feel when you're working with colors like this, I'm just going to put it all the way around my nose. Okay, so now we have a color discrepancy. Or I feel like when, as I was saying, I feel like when you're using a color palette like this, you really don't have to do mascara and liner, you can make it super soft and just a hint of something. I mean, I feel comfortable actually keeping it like this if it weren't for the fact that my eyebrows are so crazy right now. So I am going to do a little bit of mascara. I'm going to go in with the Swede because it's a brown and it's a little less hard than black. So you can see the difference with a little mascara, just a little mascara. I'm not going for something lashy, and without. Super pretty and fresh. I'm here for it. You know, before I powder my face, I want to try this. I don't know what color I got, but let's just put it right here. I think it actually will work well with this foundation, but this seems like a foundation. Okay, it's not watery like I would have expected it to be, and is just a lovely, gentle sheen. I would guess if you have a foundation that's matte and it's a little too deadening on you, it would be good to mix with that. But this is not what I expected. I thought it might be like a gel formula, so I'm not sure what's the best application. I think what I want to do is put some more right here. And I'm picking it up with this Rever BO1, which is a synthetic brush. They just did a synthetic set as a tester to see, you know, how they can change it, how they can make it better. I'll put it right here. A nice little highlighty situation without too much. Have you noticed, you guys, as I have, that when I first started watching YouTube, highlighters were all the rage. They were everything. And I think, you know, it was a little too much. It was the time of Jeffree Star and Tati saying, I want to be seen from the moon. And boy, they were. I think highlighter is best used, for me anyway, to make the skin look glowy and youthful, as opposed to having a big bling all over the place. I'm just not sure about how to use this product best. I see the highlight right there. I'm not sure if you can see it on this side because the light's a little different. And then I'll just go over with my Beauty Blender to make sure I'm blended, especially on this side since I can't see all that well because of the lights being so different. And now I just want to powder my face a little bit before I go on with the blush. As always, the By Terry. And I'm just doing this to ensure that there's no dragging. And a little on the forehead, a little sheen on the forehead, but it's actually, I think the skin is looking pretty good with this foundation. I don't really need a lot. Okay, now we're going with the blush. I've been watching a lot of Martha Stewart's old shows, not that old, at Bedford, on some channel I've never heard of. And I feel like I've kind of adopted her very low-key. I mean, I'm always low-key, right? This is a little concerning. I am a little concerned that this might be pretty bright, so I've loaded up. It picked up incredibly easily, and this is Squirrel, which is a very soft brush. So I'm just working it into my hand and working that color into the brush. I'm going to start out here and go in. That's pretty. I just keep on moving that brush around to find where that powder might be, so I'm kind of equally blushed. Super pretty. I'm really pleased with this palette. I don't know why it had like 3 stars, but sometimes it's just one person who's angry about something. It's a lot like videos. Sometimes I get comments like, "Wow, you really woke up on the wrong side of the bed." Now I'm going to take this color from Dries Van Noten, and I will write it down below because you have to pull out the whole bullet and get a magnifying glass, but it's pink. But there is a lavender hue to this, so I'm thinking it might work. This particular formula is a little bit on the sheer side. They have other formulas that are more opaque, and as I recall, different colors and different formulas. So some brands have the same colors in every formula. I don't think that's the case, but look at this, talking about case. Isn't that adorable? And they have 4 cases you can choose from, so you just put together what you have with what you want. Pow! I don't know that I want that. I want something with a little lavender in it, but not quite this much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this stain my lips for a minute. And I'm going to go on with this Galant from, I think, the Kiss Kiss something or other. Again, listed below. And it's right there. And that might be more appropriate for this look. Yeah, this changed everything. What do you do if you have on a color that stains your lips and it's not a color you want to stain your lips? I go in with my Kopari and kind of work it into the lips and then wipe it off, and that helps a lot. Okay, let's go on with this. It does not impart a lot of color, but I think that's fitting with this particular very soft look. The cheeks have a vivid color on them, but applied very softly, and this is a color, but just a hint, so everything relates to each other. Super pretty. I feel like I have a little too much concealer under my eyes. All right, boom, hair down, and I think this is really a sweet, sweet look. This is a palette that I am keeping largely because, you know, I love those lavenders, but also because Viseart does really nice eyeshadows for people who have crepey skin. Now, the Dior Glow has left a really soft look of a glow. It's not super shiny. I can't really see it on this side because of the light, but I definitely see it here. And it's a lovely little tool. A lot of products that are like this, I think of the one from By Terry, the Charlotte Tilbury, which I've never owned that one. I feel like they're a little bit more aggressive and are better under your foundation, but this one on top of the foundation worked well. It surprised me, the texture, but I think it's very pretty and very fresh. And I think the eyeshadow is absolutely lovely. I'm just going to show you. Please ignore the brows. They're really crazy time. But the inner corner right here, and then all over the lid with this one, and mixing these two together to give me a little bit of shape. Really, really like this. And the blush color is just a delight. So I'm keeping this. This is a Springtime Happy palette. The other Happy palette they have, I mentioned in my What to Get at Beautylist sale. Soleil something or other, Petit Pro Soleil something. So happy, but that's much more vibrant. And this one is more spring, and it's just my jam. This is Kiss Kiss Bee Glow, and I'll have the shade down below, and I'll tell you the shade as well in case you're interested. But I think this is a lovely look, and a thumbs up. What else did I try that was new? Just those 2 things. Oh, the foundation. I am going to find another color because I really think it looks lovely on the skin. And yeah, that's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really feel like I'm in a more mellow than usual kind of mode. I hope it's all right with you. Try this. Try listening to this video when you're trying to fall asleep. After you watch it, though. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.